Hey, shalom, shalom. I'd like to first and foremost start by giving infinite praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruchak Kodash. I'd like to say shalom, Wa'ashem, Yikabad, God, Wala Rakab, Zaquim now, Hashala Yakim now, which of course is double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and salutation unto the elect. All right. Shalom, Wabarakim, Labakarim, Shah Sha'ala, which is peace and salutation unto the elect. I'm the brother Dawud from the DC Church, back with another short lesson through the Spirit and Power Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And Lord's will, I'll entitle this, Be Careful Who You Choose to Lay Down With. All right, brothers, be careful who you choose to lay down with. And basically, this clip right here, I'm going to play a little bit of this clip with the Elder Yahshua speaking. But I just been seeing just a lot of things pertaining to women lately, and that's what inspired me to do this lesson real quick. So I'm gonna play this clip and also share a couple of other things through the Spirit. Lord's will, this be edifying.
This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, even to the woman you choose to lay with at this point in the game. All right, you gonna choose a woman, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get what you want. Man, you know what I'm saying? You got the knowledge, you got the wisdom.
Gun.
You learning yourself, you got confidence now. Hey, get what you want.
Gun.
And be discerning about it. Be in the spirit about it. Don't just lay with a bitch because she fine. All right, use wisdom, because a lot of you brothers, you be fucking with women, and then you know goddamn well you shouldn't be fucking with her.
You know she ain't shit.
And then we gotta put a curse on her. When she gives you hell. Like, nigga, I'm at work, I gotta turn to the east and curse this bitch. Well, why you hear the situation? Why did you keep fucking her?
Yeah, gun.
What, 2 or 3 witnesses. You was at home, and the incense burning. This is laptop. I'm working from home and I got to turn to the east.
Yeah, man, yeah. There's another that woman thing, yeah, man. Just better wake up with that shit.
Hey, man, that was the point right there. And, like the Elder Yashabamba said, when it comes down to it, we have to be wise. We have to be wise with the woman that we choose to lay with, man. All right, because there's consequences to that. All right. And, of course, many brothers have shared their testimonies of ex-demons that they've been with, and also, women that they've had children with. And I myself, just a little bit of my testimony, my ex-demon, if you will, basically my child, I have a son, and I had to go through, go through the back and forth with court and all of that stuff that brothers be talking about, with child support and all of that. Luckily I came out on top through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and through brothers' prayers, but the fact of the matter is that this is the reason why we have to be wise with the woman that we choose to lay down with. All right, we can't just choose to lay down with any old woman because of her beauty, all right, or because of how basically because of her beauty. I was going to say her beauty or how she looks, all right, which is basically the same thing. But we have to be wise, man, all right? Because like you said, then you end up in a situation that you knew you shouldn't have got yourself into in the first place. So I'm going to bring this scripture out real quick. This is Proverbs. Funny enough, the Zaquan Monaghan had dropped this in the chat around the same time that I was watching the camp video. But this is Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 16. It says, "Let thy fountain be dispersed abroad, and rivers of water in the streets." All right, and then when you get that inside the NLT version, check it out. It says in the NLT, it says, "Why spill the water of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone?" Okay. And that's the point right there, man. All right. Why would you do that? Okay. Because there's consequences to it. You can have a child with the woman. You know what I mean? Some of these women have diseases. They're sleeping with multiple men. All right. The wicked. You know that this woman has no substance. All right. Has no, can bring or add no value to your life. You know, you see the red flags, but you still dealing with her. You know, we got to be wise, man. We got to be wise, man. We got to be wise, especially as the time is getting shorter. This world is becoming more and more wicked, man. Okay? So we have to choose wisely, all right? And I believe in this chapter is really referring to wisdom, if I'm not mistaken, all right? It's personifying wisdom, but, you know, it's a deuteric scripture, all right? It applies, man, all right? And we apply it where it applies, okay? Now let me get this in Proverbs, the second chapter. This Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, when wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee out of the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward things. All right, and the point was just verse 11, that discretion shall preserve you, man. All right. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze, man. Okay. Sometimes it's not, because there could be irreversible consequences. All right. And then you end up having to deal with this person for the next 18 years of your life, you know, and spending thousands of dollars, spending all of this money and going through all of this stress because you decided to give into your lust for that temporary moment. You see? So let me grab this. This is Sirach chapter 25 and verse 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. And now you got to remember, man, we're living in the most wicked kingdom that has ever been upon the face of the earth. All right. And even if you live outside of America, if you live in any other country, remember, this is the most wicked time that has ever been upon the face of the earth. So even if you're in other countries, man, all right, the women of today, all right, don't even compare, all right, to how the women were back then. All right. And even back then, Solomon said he still couldn't find one righteous. So how much more now today? Okay. How much more now today? All right. So it says, verse 23, a wicked woman abated the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, and wounded the heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. All right, and the point right here, verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right, so again, gotta be careful, man. I seen another video where it was like one of those videos where you got Jake that be on the streets asking people questions and stuff like that, and he went up to this lady. He asked her, he said, what was the most toxic thing you ever did to your ex? Mind you, this is an older lady, probably in like her 40s or 50s, and she's basically going down the line of how she's gonna have children with him, put them on child support, bring them back to court, get more money out of them, get half of the make sure you're married to him so you can get half of the retirement. All right, you have women out here who are literally plotting on men, all right, and using the system as an incentive to do wickedness and evil, man. And that's another reason why this place has to go down, all right, because Esau has given these women incentives, all right, to commit evil and wickedness, man. All right. And real quick, another thing that I wanted to bring out was a quote that I saw. It's funny how I seen all of these things in tandem, but as you can see the quote on the screen, it says, the smarter you get as a man, the more you realize that 1 minute of anger, greed, or lust can ruin decades of hard work. And that's a fact, man. All right. That one moment, all right, that one moment of pleasure, all right, is going to bring a whole world of drama and a whole world of contention, man. All right. Opens up a whole can of worms. Okay. And that's why we got to contain ourselves, man. If you see a woman and she may look good, all right, but you know that she's no good for you, hey, man, you know, you got to make the right decision. All right. Now that's not to say, of course, we're men. All right. We're gonna want to, sleep with women, but at the same time, there's certain times in which we have to contain our lust. All right. There's certain times in which we have to contain our lust. Okay. And also be careful, man. Again, be careful, because these women out here are disgusting. All right. They're adulterous. Okay. And so we got to make sure that we're protected, man. All right. So I'm going to just read this scripture one more time. And I'm going to close right out. This is Sirach chapter 25 and verse 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce. And that's another point right there too. If you're dealing with a woman and she's not, you're not able to cope with, you're not able to deal with her. Now, of course, you can't expect these women to be righteous. All right. You can't expect these women to be in the truth. So you got to be realistic when it comes to expectations and dealing with women. But if she's just disrespectful, all right, she's you're always arguing, you're getting into things, man, cut it off, man. Save the time, save the stress, let it go. Okay. But if you're able to deal, rightfully so, man. Like the scriptures say in 2 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. All right, like Paul said, if she be pleased to dwell with you, hey, it is what it is. All right. But if otherwise, you got to let it go. Okay. Another thing too, the hookup culture, man. That's not even a thing in ancient Israel. That wasn't even a thing, man. Okay. Where people would go out and, hook up with this person, hook up with that person. All right. This is why men back then, they had wives, and they had what? They had concubines. They had women that were their wives of the nation of Israel, and then they had concubines that they were dealing with exclusively. Okay. Not just hooking up with this woman and then she's hooking up with this guy, she's hooking up with that guy, and this and that and that and this. You got to remember this. We are in Babylon the Great, man, the mother of harlots. So again, use wisdom when dealing with these women, man. When laying down with these women, and it's the spirit too. The brother of Mafia Eyes actually just did a video as well. Shalom to that brother. Your pa lesson. But again, I'm gonna close it off on this one. It says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, it says, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Hey, so Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Of course, I like to say, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakak Dash. Till next time, I like to say, hey, Shalom.